Good morning, everybody. This message is going to be for the church. The church, and when I refer to the church, I'm talking to the body of Christ. Right now, if at this point we are not seeing what is going on in this world and the times that we are living, there are times like the Bible is warning us, times, perilous times. And I don't know if you have searched the word perilous times or perilous. Look for it. The church needs to prepare for these times. That's what I'm trying to say. And how are we going to prepare? Prepare your house, prepare your church, your building with water, enough food. Think on the elderly, think on the babies. Think on the single mothers that have babies. If you have a church and you have a room big enough to storage food, especially baby food, diapers, formula, medication, water, do it. I'm talking to the churches. I'm talking to these pastors and rich pastors that they have big churches and work with the community. That's what you're supposed to be doing right now. Prepare your church, and you as Christians, if you are not still awake, I think it's time to wake up. Prepare your home, prepare your house. How? Prayers, obviously. Pray and follow your heart. What is God telling you to do? What is God is telling you how to prepare your house for safety, for to maintain yourself and your family healthy, enough water, clean house, enough food, enough drinkable water. So this is what God has been putting in my heart to do. And if God is telling me to do this, definitely I'm going to be obedient. I don't see why not. And there are a lot of people criticizing, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. Listen, I'm going to follow what God is directing me to do. Because God knows everything. He knows the future. He knows everything. And if we as Christians are obedient enough, we probably are going to be the people helping others. So think in that way, more than other way, Prepare your house. If you have to have a strategy to lock down your windows for safety, do it. If you need to have a little bit more knowledge how to protect your family, do it. If you need to storage food and food for others, do it. If you have a strategy how you are doing your organization at your house, share it with others. And don't keep it to yourself. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of young people having dreams, and this is something completely biblical. Like it or not, believe it or not, God is so righteous that He will always warn His people. If you want to obey, that's going to be good for you. If you don't want to obey, oh well, we sometimes have to pay consequences for our actions. My advice and what God has been speaking me for a long time, prepare your house. And if you have a church building, Tell your pastor, Pastor, I think we should do this. I think we should storage food. I think we should storage enough water. I think we should have probably a room with medication and prepare an area to give refuge if something happened, weather, environment, if something happened. A lot of things can happen. Let me tell you, if you haven't opened your eyes yet and you think this is La La Land, Disneyland, Hollywood land, you are wrong. Completely wrong. Wake up. You need to wake up. It's time to wake up. Okay? Be prepared like the 5 prudent virgins, that they had enough oil and they were the one to enjoy the weddings of the Lamb. Okay? Because right now the churches are asleep. They don't want to recognize the times that we are living. They are completely blinded. They don't recognize the times. So that's why they don't prepare. That's why they could care less. They could care less about their congregation. They could care less about the children. They could care less about the elderly. They are just planning and planning and planning. Planning to do this and planning to do that. There is no time for that. There is no time for that. The time now is to warn people. Prepare your people. Prepare your young generation to understand what is going on biblically, prophetically. Prepare your young generation of what they are going to be dealing with these times. That's the role of the church right now. It's not to celebrate and campaigning and seminars and conferences. Stop that already. We are done. We are tired of that. Entertainment inside the church, dancing inside the church, the music out of control inside the church. Prophetic what? And they do not recognize the times that we are living and the times that are coming ahead. Are you preparing your house? Are you warning your children? Are you preparing your young generation? Are you warning your elderly of these things? Do you trust the government? That's what you trust? The government? That's what you trust? Wake up. It's time to wake up.